Under an hour north of Santa Fe on Highway 84 is the Purple Adobe Lavender Farm. This exquisite property sits just outside of Abiquiu in a gorgeous valley along the Rio Chama. The land surrounding Abiquiu has drawn people from all over the world for decades. Its dramatic red-faced cliffs and the green valleys along the Chama riverbeds are stunning, and I can certainly think of no better place to make a day's adventure than in the aromatic lavender fields of this region's beloved Purple Adobe Lavender Farm. Outfitted with a gift shop and tea house, not to mention gardens under enveloping cottonwoods with trails leading you down to the river, the Purple Adobe Lavender Farm demands that you relax and wander and savor and enjoy. This place knows how to cater to a traveler like myself. Strolling through this oasis of lavender, feeling completely relaxed and immersed in my surroundings, it almost slips my mind that this place is in fact a working farm. But indeed it is. As I meander down the rows of lavender, people are cutting the stems by hand, clipping, trimming, and fashioning them into tight little bundles. And these bundles will go into the distilled oils, body products, culinary herbs, and other goods found in the gift shop. Not to mention the delectable treats at the tea house, gelatos, truffles, and scones, all made by local partnering companies that use the lavender from this farm. This is quite the operation, and it definitely has me interested in meeting the proprietor, Elizabeth, to see how this all evolved into what it is today.
Good to see you too. Welcome.
You might have to give me a job because I think I want to hang out here all day.
We would like you here.
Yeah. It's so open, and you just feel like you're at home when you come to the farm. So I want to know more about the background.
I started reading everything I could read. I talked to anybody that would talk to me about lavender.
Research.
Yeah, with all the research that I did, I thought that I could take it on, because I had a dream of having a business where I lived.
Right.
And so I went to France. I wanted to grow lavender like they do in France because I wanted aromatherapeutic lavender. Mm-hmm. So I learned there, came back. It took us 2.5 years to find a property. I looked based on elevation, because the higher the elevation, the sweeter the lavender. Soil composition, latitude and longitude.
Oh, so there's a science to
There's
finding
a science.
the pristine spot. And Abiquiu
was perfect.
Oh, wow.
Abiquiu is perfect. The farm was never for us.
Right.
It was always so people could come out to the country, get away, get into nature, into beauty, learn about lavender, and have a peaceful day. It was always about that.
And you'd get that ambiance as soon as you walk on the property.
Yeah.
You're seeing the beautiful moths and the butterflies. There's so many herbs around. It is kind of calming.
Take one of these off here because I want you to smell that. When you squeeze the lavender, that's how you release the essential oil.
Okay.
Now, smell that.
Oh, it's intoxicating.
I know.
It's beautiful.
It's
I
a
love
natural
that.
calmative. It's an antibacterial and antimicrobial. So we use it in many products, many applications. This particular field over here, now we're doing culinary. You can actually cook with lavender.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And what I want you to try is, let me get a stem for you here and smell the difference in the first one to the second one. Very different, isn't it?
Very different.
So we use this in our culinary products, our finishing salts, our gelato, our
lavender gelato.
truffles. It's in everything.
All this talk about food is making me hungry. Elizabeth and I decide it's time for me to have a taste test back at the tea house.
So Michael, what I have for you is lavender stracciatella.
Oh.
You're going to love this.
You're too much. You're spoiling me with all this lavender everything. Oh,
I know,
my goodness.
it's lovely. You're going to love this.
Okay.
And I've got more. Let me get more.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to have you so full by the time you leave here.
This is amazing. Lavender and ice cream.
Yes.
After that first bite of gelato, I could have called it a day. But Elizabeth wasn't going to let me get away with that.
You've got to try one of these. You just have to. It's like, I know.
If you insist.
I do.
If you insist. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Is this the mild lemon?
That's the raspberry and lavender.
Oh.
You like?
I don't want to speak.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid to give you any more. I'd probably never get you out of the chair.
That
Is that
was an
good?
explosion of flavor, the lavender. In a sweet, I've never had like sweet and lavender at the same time. In this tea room, it's hard to know when to say when. The lavender at Purple Adobe has seduced me in every possible way. Taste, sight, sound, and smell. A complete sensory experience. I'm glad Elizabeth and her husband created this little slice of heaven in Abiquiu, and that they have decided to share with all of us. Stop by their on-site nursery where you can buy one of their lavender varietals. Elizabeth will give you special instruction on which plant will work best in your garden. And if you'd like to take a stab at creating your own lavender products, check their website for distillation demonstrations. There's no shortage of ways to enjoy this farm, but I have to say, let yourself indulge and try one of these lavender raspberry truffles. It will blow your mind.